Yo, what's up guys? Really quick before the actual video starts, I've launched my I'm Tired shirts for my 100K. The link will be down below in the description. They're available in shirts as well as hoodies and a variety of colors that you guys can go ahead and check out if you want to pick one up. Link will be in the description, and yeah, enjoy the content. Yo, what's up guys? Got PokeaimMD here, back on the OU ladder, not the suspect test ladder, the OU ladder. The suspect test ended last night, and Shadow Tag was banned from OU by I think 87 or 89% majority, while Sable Knight was determined to stay in OU. So that means Gothitelle is pretty much useless in OU. Same thing with Wobbuffet, but we can still use Mega Sableye in the OU tier. What I was going to do was ladder up a lot and then start recording from there. However, I just realized I have to go to school on a Saturday for group work for my final presentation on Monday. So a little bit pressed for time. Though I'm really excited because this semester does end Monday for me, officially Monday. Just one final and then one presentation to do with this group project. So I'm really excited about that. Also, forgive me, I'm tired. It's early in the morning. And we're using this GAC cannon team that he gave to me. So shout outs to him. He wanted me to test it out and adjust its hyper offense. Or it's just offense, straight up offense. Not really hyper offense, but offense. And we're on the bottom of the ladder, like I said. And this is where anything and everything will happen. You might think, oh wow, Joey, these games are going to be a piece of cake for you. These guys are inexperienced. They don't know what they're doing. No, you are completely wrong. If a move has a chance to freeze, it will freeze. If a move has a chance to flinch, it will flinch. If my opponent has a bright powder, they will dodge. This is where men are born. Down here on the bottom of the ladder. And this guy's a real man too. Most people actually just forfeit when they see I turned on the moderator thing because they think I'm mods. But in any case, our opponent's team looking a little bit weak to your boy Keldeo. Not really, he has like 2 grass types and Gyarados and a flying. I'm actually going to lead on Metagross because if he leads off with his Aerodactyl, I can just BP it. And we're going to go from there. Unfortunately, he leads off with Gyarados, which is something I'm really, really weak to. I really want to Mega Evolve and just click Zen Headbutt, but if he goes for the Mega Evolution himself and goes for Crunch, I'll obviously not die, but I won't be able to get off any hit with him. So I'm actually going to hard switch into Keldeo, which is my counter, and I have to hope he's regular Gyarados, I have to hope he's Mega Gyarados, not regular one. And now I have to go for Secret Sword. I also could have hard switched out into Kyurem, I suppose, but I don't know. I guess he could be Mega Aerodactyl. We're gonna go for Secret Sword, as that did a lot. That did a hell of a lot right there. I'm actually gonna pivot out into my Landers right now. Yeah, I should have pivoted out into. I should have went out to my Kyurem. I didn't realize it was Scarf Kyurem. This is my first time really seeing the team. But in any case, we're able to bring out my Landers right now, and I really want to go for Rocks. But if I'm Scarf Kyurem, yeah, I don't necessarily need this thing to be healthy. Mew kind of gets walled by his Infernape though. So what I'm actually gonna do is go out into my Kyurem right now, expecting him to Waterfall. I guess he could get Icy Fang if he wanted to. Did I say Icy Fang? Get Ice Fang if he wanted to. But he goes for the Aqua Tail, which is fine. Gonna go right for the Fusion Bolts. I will be able to outspeed him. I am Choice Scarf. I mean, he could easily switch out into Ferrothorn. However, I can react to that switch. I rather deal with this threat in front of me. So able to knock out his Gyarados, which is really nice. I could definitely see him going Infernape right now or Ferrothorn. He should know I am Scarf, just because I did outspeed him when he was +1. Unless he really thinks these wings on me give me like +2 speed. I don't know. But in any case, I do anticipate Infernape to want to come out. Yep, it does. So this is really tricky because he could go right for a fire move right now. I'm going to go out to Landers anyway. I mean, I have it on the team for Infernape. And we're going to just get up our rocks this turn, depending on what he wants to do. He goes for Fire Punch. Does absolutely nothing. Good lord, bro. As we're just going to go right for the Stealth Rock right now. I would say, does that Infernape have like EVs? Like, I was thinking about questioning it, but I think it's just Scarf Fire Punch, honestly. Because if his Gyarados did that much to my Keldeo, he definitely has EVs on that Infernape. So we're going to go into our Mew right now versus Ferrothorn. Unfortunately, our Mew's only attacking move is Will-O-Wisp. So I do get walled by his Infernape. Get a little bit bailed out right here by dodging a Leech Seed. So I'm going to go right for that Will-O-Wisp right now, as we miss as well. So it makes up a little bit for it, I guess. Sort of. If he goes Infernape, I've been caught but I really hope he just goes for Leech Seed again, as he goes for Toxic. Really interesting. I actually ran Toxic on my Ferrothorn, but only in Ubers, back in Black and White, also XY because of Arceus Electric. So we're going to go for Defog right now. I think Rocks hinder me more than they help. Like, they help my opponent, or help versus my opponent, if that makes sense. So we'll just see if we can beat this thing 1v1. He's going to go for Leech Seed right now, definitely. Yeah, but what I can do, I guess this is like an endless struggle right here. Like, even though he is burnt, I'm Toxic, so he's going to be able to beat me 1v1. Does my Hoop have Fire Punch? No, we are Drain Punch. He doesn't have an attacking move, though. Maybe he does have Gyro Ball. I don't know. My Metagross beats his team 1v1, so we're actually going to go back out in the Landers and fire off some Earthquakes before I go for Stealth Rock. I just want to weaken his Ferrothorn just a bit more before I Mega Evolve with my Metagross and try and plow through his team. I think this is Scarf Infernape though, so I really do have to be careful about this thing. But we're going to go for Earthquake. That's a decent amount considering I'm defensive, as he is going to go for Toxic. This Ferrothorn is annoying. Holy crap. A Toxic Ferrothorn. I mean, I just haven't seen it in OU. It's really annoying. You could definitely go Rotom right there, so I'm going to go for my Rocks as he decides to stand and go for Leech Seed. So the residual is really racking up. As what I actually am going to do right now is go out into my Hoopa, because I do anticipate him to go Rotom right now. I guess he could go for Gyro Ball. I don't know, but he can't knock me out because he's burnt and he has minus attack. He actually has Protect as his final move. So that's good to know. Hyperspace Fury should be able to knock him out at that range. If he goes for Protect, they'll go through it. And there's no point in going for Drain Punch because I'll be at basically the same HP after recovering anyway, maybe a little bit less. So we're able to knock him out, which is really nice. This thing can take on his Rotom as well as his Porygon, just because we are Assault Vest, and I could just go for Drain Punch and take back my health. But Infernape is going to come out. Again, this thing is a threat. I think I want to sack Keldeo, honestly. No point in even checking if this is a speed tie later. I don't want Landers getting weakened. If he goes for the U-turn, that's fine. He actually goes for Mach Punch. I have no idea what type of Infernape this is, but I'm going to go out to my Landers now. We could save Keldeo as fodder right there. Unfortunately, the rocks, like I said, are working against me. I just want him to switch up moves once, guys. That way, once I Mega Evolve with my Metagross, I don't have to worry about this Pokemon bar. We're going to go for U-turn right here. See if he is going to switch out. I don't know what type of variant of Infernape he is. If he goes for an attack, if he goes for any other attack, that would have been great right there. But he goes out to Porygon, so still unconfirmed what type of Infernape that is. I'm just gonna go out to Hoopa because Hoopa can live any one hit and go right for the Drain Punch and basically get all that health back. I don't know. That Infernape was really weak. I know he's bluffing too. I know he's bluffing. He thinks he's slick. He's definitely bluffing. But we are gonna be able to knock out his Porygon. I guess he was modest because we do outspeed him. As again, we still wall Rotom at full HP easily. I don't even think Aerodactyl can knock us out at full HP, even if it's Mega. Infernape is going to come out, though. I just want to stay in right now and go for Psychic, honestly. If he goes for U-turn, that will be able to knock me out. If he's Banded, he goes for Bulk Up, though. See, he's trying to stun on me. Trying to get me on the Keldeo sack. I would sack Keldeo, right? And what would happen is, as he went for Bulk Up, I would go out to Lando, then he would reveal the HP Ice that one turn. Right there, he revealed the HP Ice. So, Aerodactyl is going to come out. I can just go right for Hyperspace Fury. Kyurem just wins the game. Aerial Ace is not going to be able to knock me out. As Hyperspace Fury is going to be able to take on his Aerodactyl, and then Rotom is going to come out. Look how long this game was. This game was almost 9 minutes long. And again, I'm not trying to like disrespect my opponent at all. Nothing at all. This is how you learn. You play and you learn. You lose. But like he didn't really have some weird sets. I think he just had some out of place sets. Like for example, on this side of the team, he's kind of weak to Weavile. I might have made it Slack Off Infernape if I had an Infernape. I think even an Agility or a Scarf Porygon would be pretty cool because it lures a lot of things. I guess you could have like HP Fire on it for Ferrothorn and weaken it for Gyarados. So I like this team. I actually like this team, and it's something that I might take and modify. But we have another game, and this guy didn't get the memo that Mega Sableye is back, so unfortunately he's still using Medicham, which is a pretty hard check to our team. This Metagross can put in a lot of work versus him though, so he has Scizor plus Medicham, which means he's more than likely banning Scizor or SD. I'll lead off with Landers because if he leads off with Medicham, at least we get off that Intimidate. And then what I could do is get off the Intimidate and just hard switch directly into Mew and just fire off nothing because Heat Ren walls me and takes me on 1v1. So what I will do is probably double from there as well. But it leaves Azu, unfortunately. I'm going to go for U-turn. He's more than likely going to go for Waterfall this turn anyway. So I can go out to Mew, and I believe double right back out into my Heatran. Or into, I can double back out into Landorus. However, I don't know if he's a Wisp. I don't know if he's going to go for knockoff right here. I'm actually going to go for Roost. I don't want to go for the Will-O-Wisp just yet. I don't want to also double back out into Landorus because I could see him knocking off. So, yep. So it's a good thing I didn't switch out back on Landorus, because losing my leftovers would have been annoying, because I would have been less likely to have to pivot around his Medicham. But Weavile is going to come out, interestingly enough, because he just knocked off my item, so I will be able to burn this thing. And I am going to go for that. Yeah, so he's not going to be able to knock me out like I figured. I can go right for Will-O-Wisp. We do connect. He is not Lumberry, and I can live the next knockoff, so I'll just go for Roost. As Heatran is going to come out. Yeah, I thought Heatran would be his initial switch-in, honestly. Just because it can take me on. I mean, knockoff would have been a little bit annoying, but in any case, we're going to go directly into Keldeo because Heatran just invites us in. If he goes right for the Solar Beam, he is a Lord. If he has Power Herb Solar Beam, he is a Lord. But I guess he's AV Azu. He could be what's it called? He could be Belly Drum. So I'm actually going to click Scald right now, being just a spam move it is. I have that chance to get the burn off on his Azu, as we don't. But I can just go right on to Mew. I guess he could double into Heatran if he wants to, but do I personally care? No. Mew is already in range. Azu is already in range of Meteor Mash from my Metagross, and yeah, Metagross can just deal with the majority of his team, especially because his Weavile is burnt, as well as the fact that I have what's it called? I have Bullet Punch on my Metagross. So I actually want to go for Defog right now, because if he stays in and goes for the, if he stayed in and went for the Waterfall again, he can knock me out, and then I can get off my Metagross's Mega Evolution. But that's not what's gonna happen. We're gonna see what type of Heatran this is. I'll sacrifice my Mew, that way I can just Defog as many times as possible and just bring in my Metagross. If I do outspeed him, I know he's Spadef variant. Either way, Metagross can outspeed that. Metagross is faster than my Mew. If he does outspeed me, he cannot knock me out. Unless he's like Life Orb Overheat. But yeah, we're gonna go for Defog one more time. I want to bring him out Keldeo on a Stealth Rock, not on Toxic, so, or a Lava Plume. So he's gonna go for the Lava Plume right now. We're gonna go right back out into our Keldeo, as I'm trying to bring it in on a Stealth Rock. I don't want to bring it in on a Lava Plume or anything like that. And again, it's gonna click Scald. It won't be able to knock out Heatran, no, and I probably will get Toxic. I actually do knock him out, so I guess he's just not running, he's only running max HP, or he's just running max HP, max, I don't even know. He's definitely not running max Spadef, because I should not have been able to knock him out, but we're able to get rid of him, as we now will be able to go out into, this is tough, because I do want to defog away those rocks. What does Hoopa do for this game? Hoopa does absolutely nothing, except being able to take on, no, not even Gengar, because I do have Bullet Punch as well as Scarf, PokeaimMD. So what I'm actually going to do is sack my Hoopa, as I get a little bit lucky there, unfortunately for my opponent, and I dodge that play rough. I was trying to sack it that way I could go for the defog after, but obviously I'm going to take advantage and click Gunk Shot. So we do connect, as we're able to get rid of the Azu, and I'm sorry about that, dude, but I mean, I was going to take advantage anyway. But we get that victory right there, as we got another game right here. This guy has Mfuga? Gliscor, Beedrill. This guy has a UU team with Gliscor and Serperior. I like it though. I really like it. I'm actually going to lead off with my... I would use something like this in Hita Fajita. I'm going to lead off with my Landorus, because Beedrill's more likely... Beedrill's more likely is probably like his... battling you, bro. Oh, thanks, man. Was the lead I expected. But he actually goes directly into his Porygon. So I don't think he actually has Protect on that Beedrill. I'm not entirely sure. But I can go right for the U-turn right here. And U-turn right out into my Mew, because if he has Toxic, then we will be able to synchronize that. Otherwise, I'll be able to go for Will-O-Wisp and burn anything on his team, as he does go for the Tri Attack. Does he get... Nope, doesn't get any... he gets a crit, but nothing out of the ordinary there. Like nothing like a freeze or anything. So we're going to go for Wisp right here, because Porygon is actually extremely bulky and going to be extremely hard to get down, take down, as he actually burns me with the Tri Attack, funnily enough. I'm gonna go for double Wisp just in case he wants to switch. I can just keep firing off Wisp. It's a little to no risk for attack, because if he switches out, then I'll be able to burn something, and I can take any attack he wants to go for. So I'm gonna really go for Wisp right here. I'll be a little bit stubborn for a bit. I need to weaken him anyway. I do have Rocks up, which is really nice, and I can just roost up a little bit. If he switches out now into Beedrill or Gliscor, he is a lord. He is actually a lord if he does it right now. No. I was actually hoping he did. But he has Ice Beam as well, so we're scouting his set. I want to know what his last attack is. I want to know if it's Thunder Wave, Toxic. If it's Toxic, then Metagross can just click Meteor Mash as many times as it wants. We'll find out right now, actually. I'm going to go directly into Hoopa, because Hoopa can beat this thing 1v1. As he is going to go for Recover. And depending on what his last move is anyway, we could beat it 1v1. So what we will do is go for a Psychic right here, just firing it off. I could have went for the Drain Punch, but if he went Gliscor, I wanted to be able to do some damage as well. As that did decent amounts. Now we know that my Metagross can definitely wall him, which is why I'm going to take this as an opportunity to Mega Evolve right now. He does have Toxic, as he actually ends up switching out into Goodra. So I don't get the Mega Evolution because I'm fearing this thing's Fire Attack. So what I'm actually going to do is sack my Mew right now. If Fire Blast doesn't knock me out, which it shouldn't. That did nothing. That did literally zero. What I'm actually going to do is double back out into my Metagross, because I expect him to go Porygon right now. As I still will be able to get off that Mega Evolution. I expect the Porygon because he saw Will-O-Wisp. He probably thought, my stupid mic making those jerking sounds again. He saw Will-O-Wisp. He probably thought I would just recover off, so he thought he could recover off as well. I'm just going to Mega Evolve and go right for Earthquake, because it is my most accurate move. It's not really a risk if I go for any other attack and miss it. However, he could still freeze me or burn me or paralyze me with Thunder Wave. So Goodra's going to come out. Are you Scarf Goodra? I'm pretty sure Meteor Mash will be able to knock him out. I'm going to go for it. Wow, it does not knock him out at all, as he goes for his own Earthquake. And I'm going to go for Meteor Mash again, because if he goes Gliscor, I don't want to go for Earthquake and have him go Gliscor right here. So we'll see how much Meteor Mash actually does. Nice amount of damage, not gonna lie, 40%. I want to save Metagross because I can just click BP. Honestly, though, if I kill his Tentacruel, I just win with Scarf Ice Beam. Though I'm no investment Ice Beam, so I should be able to hard switch out into my Keldeo and bait in his Tentacruel, which is exactly what I want, because like I said, I need to weaken Tentacruel or kill it. That way I can win with Scarf Ice Beam. So I don't care that he's going to go Tentacruel. I don't even care if he Rapid Spins. I will repeatedly click Scald on his Tentacruel right now. And I apologize for skipping turn. I just don't think you have to see the after animation of him going for the Toxic Recovery. So I get off 18%, absolutely nothing. So we know he's specially defensive. I definitely just want to stay in and click Scald as many times as possible. I want to burn this guy. I want to get rid of it. He actually goes for Knockoff, which helps me a bit, I suppose, because I can click any other attack as well, like Secret Sword, which will probably do a little bit more than Scald, but I'll click it after I get the Scald burn right now, as he's going to go for Spin. And again, it doesn't matter. Like I said, Scarf Kyurem is going to be winning me this game. I don't know if he realizes the potential of Scarf Kyurem, but I do get that burn finally, as he is going to go for Sludge Bomb. And I could definitely see him going Superior here. I just want to go for Icy Wind, I guess, because even though it will give him the speed boost, it also does damage to him. Maybe I should have thought this through, because if he gets enough boost, he could actually beat me. He said thanks. I can respect this guy. I'm going to go for Secret Sword. I definitely should have thought that through, because while I did do damage to him, he's Life Orb, yeah, he could definitely beat me 1v1. Then again, no. Hoopa's not going to die. So I'm fine. Hoopa's not going to die to this Leaf Storm anyway. And I can, worst case scenario, I still win with Scarf Ice Beam the same way, so yeah, we'll fire off a Psychic right here. Leaf Storm should not be able to knock us out, even though he's +2 with the Life Orb, because Hoopa is Assault Vest, as we're able to get rid of that Superior. Yo, I can't believe I actually went. So that's not bad. The good thing is, though, Hoopa has Hyperspace Fury, which goes through Protect. It goes through anything that whatever wants to come out. I can kill Goodra as well with this Hyperspace Fury, so we're just going to go right for that. If you want to go to Beedrill and try and go for Protect with the Mega Evolution, I obviously would have been able to kill him. Or knock him out, excuse me. Maybe kill isn't the correct term. And I can just go right out to Landorus and get up my Rocks, and then U-turn out into my Kyurem and just click Ice Beam. Rocks is just to pressure the Tentacruel if it wants to come in. He's definitely a toxic variant of Gliscor. No, he's actually Protect Rocks, interestingly enough. Didn't expect that, so I don't know if, I don't think he is sub-toxic then, so I can just go right for U-turn. As he's going to go out into his Tentacle right now, and yeah, I can just go right out into my Kyurem and just click Ice Beam. I see no reason not to. We'll be able to knock out Tentacle 100% after the burn, and if Beedrill wants to come out, great, because it's taking the Stealth Rock damage I need him to take. I think he needs 2 Stealth Rock hits in order for me to be able to knock him out with Ice Beam from there. So if Beedrill's going to come out, a Gliscratch ends up coming out, so that's not going to live, and he's actually going to go for Protect. I mean, he's not gonna be able to stall me out, bro. Even if you're full and you're Spadef Gliscor, this is a Kyurem Black. I don't even need any investment in order to knock you out, bro. That's the way I feel. And after that, I will be able to Ice Beam Beedrill into Bullet Punch from my Metagross. I mean, I have a full HP Landorus anyway, so BuzzFeed ain't going to be dealing with me. I actually want to see how much this does with no special attack investment. He does have Protect, though. So I guess he just didn't want to give me momentum turn 1. But 58%, wow, that's a lot more than I expected. I actually expected like less than half, as he's going to crit me with Poison Jab. The only reason I expected less than half is because, look at it, I have no special attack investment, but 277 is nothing to laugh at. And I can just go right on to Metagross and click BP. I wonder if he's going to click Protect. There's no point. So yeah, that's a good game. Alright, so Icy winning the Icy winning that Superior almost. I wasn't too worried, but it could have been annoying, I suppose. This guy gets destroyed by Metagross. I can defog on a majority of his team, so I'm actually going to lead off with Metagross just to get off the Mega Evolution versus his Galvantula. And we're going to Mega Evolve and go right for Earthquake because I don't want to miss at least the first move, because I will get the speed to be faster than him. I guess he could have went for Thunder Wave right there if he had it, but I guess he didn't, as I will be able to go right for Zen Headbutt and knock him out. I went for that just in case he went Charizard, Gengar, or Togekiss, anything to basically dodge the Earthquake. More so Charizard, because I would have been able to KO it regardless of its form. But Gengar is going to come out. It's monster. Am I real? Honestly, if he's not Scarf Gar, like if he's Scarf Gar, he can't knock me out. Am I real enough to risk the speed tie? This kind of 6-0s his entire team. I ain't real. What does Keldeo do in this game? Absolutely nothing. We're sacking Keldeo. Because I want to go Hoopa after and click Psychic. Keldeo doesn't beat anything on his team. So he's actually... Are you actually Scarf Gar, bro? We can click Specs Hydro Pump. No, he's Sash? I don't know. I'm defogging right now. I'm defogging right now on this Gengar. He cannot beat me. I'm Spadef Mew. I bet you Shadow Ball might not even to a KO. Look at that. And I think he's Sash. I really think he's Sash Gengar. So I'm actually going to go for Will-O-Wisp just to break that Sash. Thankfully his evasion dropped. Not that that means I'm going to hit, but... if he got that Spadef drop the following turn, it could have been bad, I guess. But we do hit the Will-O-Wisp, which is really nice because, like I said, I think he's Focus Sash Gengar. And at this point, I really think Hoopa is the best play. I don't want to go Kyurem yet because I don't want to invite in his Conkeldurr. I just want to go for Psychic and knock him out. I can live a Dazzling Gleam. That did absolutely nothing. That did literally zero. Literally, Shofu, that's literally zero, right? Yeah? Okay. Anyway. But I'm able to knock out the Gengar. And if Conk wants to come out, that's fine. If Charizard comes out, that's fine too. Togekiss actually ends up coming out. I don't want to hard switch into Metagross because I don't want him Thunder Waving me. I'm just going to go for Gunk Shot, figure out what variant he is. I get a crit. I don't know if that mattered because if a crit almost knocked him out, he more than likely was offensive. So if it didn't matter, that's unfortunate. If it didn't, great. I knocked him out anyway. I mean, regardless, he's gone. So Charizard is going to come out. It's Mega Charizard X as he's going to DD up. That doesn't necessarily matter though because this is going to do 63%. And I do have Landorus in the back just to deal with him. If he wants to go for Roost, that's fine. Doesn't though. And his ground immunity does not exist anymore. So I can go right out to Landorus and click Earthquake 130% of the time. Even if he's Will-O-Wisp, he won't be able to knock... I will knock him out with Earthquake 100% at that range. Wow, I'm tired. I mean, I always stumble on my words anyway. Because when I play Pokemon, man, I like all the options just come so fast in my head. And I just have to talk. I try and just take them out because they hurt my head. Does that make sense? Anybody ever feel that way? No? Okay. That's just me. We're going to U-turn out right here. And we can go out into our Metagross. And I can live any hay if he wants to knock off, Drain Punch, anything. Yeah, that did not do as much as I thought. at all. That did less than half. Wow. But another one, if I miss and then he goes for the if I miss and he goes for the knockoff into Mach Punch, I could be in trouble. However, I do have some Intimidate switching around I could do. Excadrill can come out right now. If he's on a balloon, I'll be able to pop it if I do land and then knock it out with Earthquake after. And Scarf Kyurem can sweep, I believe. I just need damage off on his Conkeldurr, which is kind of tempting for me that I just want to go for Earthquake, but at the same time, it's like, if I have the move on the team, so why not go for it, right? So we're going to go for Zen Headbutt right here. If he wants to go Extra Drill, I don't think he's Scarf Drill. I mean, he should be Scarf Drill, actually, looking at his team. He's really weak to Talonflame. We do miss, as he's going to go for Drain Punch, unfortunately. If he has Mach Punch, I think I lose. We're going to Lando. And we're going to attempt to, we're going to try and win with Scarf Kyurem as he goes for Double Drain. Okay. So I'm not sure what he actually has on this. I don't know what exactly he is, but I'm going to go for Earthquake because I need damage. If knockoff is his only attack, then fine. I rather just damage his Conkeldurr to the point where my Kyurem can win with Scarf Earth Power, because my Kyurem can take one attack from his Extra Drill. I guess he didn't have Mach Punch there. Either that or he predicted me to... No, if he predicted me to predict him to go for Mach Punch, he should have went for a knockoff right there, or Ice Punch. No point in going for Drain Punch then. So I really don't think he has knockoff. Ice Punch, excuse me. I already saw him knockoff. That does a decent amount of damage. As he goes for Ice Punch. Okay. So if he's Scarf Drill, Kyurem deals with him. If he's Balloon Drill, Kyurem deals with him anyway. If he's Life Orb Drill, Metagross outspeeds. So... we're going to go for the Zen Headbutt right now, as we thankfully do connect, and we will see what type of Excadrill he is. I don't see a Balloon. I think he's Scarf. We'll go for Earthquake, though, as he is not Scarf. We are going to be able to knock him out, and that is going to be GG. Nice. So we're climbing this ladder, getting our points back. What is this Chansey offense? Why? I'm not Blunder. I don't deserve to see this stuff. I don't want to see this stuff. Good luck, have fun with a smiley face, bro. Have fun, bro. Have fun. But we have some Chansey offense with Thundurus. Great stuff right here. His water resists are weak to Keldeo, so I'm going to get up my rocks right here. Hit him up with that timer. Didn't realize it was the time it was. He didn't want me to go for U-turn, apparently, on that Pokemon. So he goes out to Thundurus. I'm going to hard switch directly into my Hoopa, because I can take an Assault Vest plus a Life Orb, plus a Life Orb Thunderbolt, as he actually has Life Orb. That did literally 0. And what we're going to do is just go right for Hyperspace Fury, because his Dark Resist is his Breloom. So Ferrothorn is going to come out. This is going to do damage? Where? I did not... Where? We're going to go for Hyperspace Fury again, because I want to weaken this for Kyurem. This is one of the things that can beat Kyurem. Actually, Hoopa is a lot more valuable versus team, so I hope he goes for Stealth Rock or Leech Seed right there, as he actually goes for the Leech Seed, which is cool, because if he goes for Protect, I will be able to break through it and knock him out with the Hyperspace Fury one more time, as we actually get a lower roll, excuse me, as he's going to be able to knock me out with the Gyro Ball. However, this does give me an opportunity to Mega Evolve my Metagross, which is exactly what I wanted. Ferrothorn was the main thing that he has, besides his Thunderous T-Wave and me, of stopping my Mega Metagross. So now Mega Metagross can get 40 kills versus him, as Gengar is going to come out. I love when my option for Gengar is also Speed Ties right here. I'm actually going to go out into my Kyurem on the Shadow Ball, because I am Scarf and I can knock him out with Earth Power due to Terravolt acting like Mold Breaker, if you guys did not know. I'm pretty sure anyway. So we're going to go right for the... I don't even know if Earth Power knocks him out. I know Fusion Bolt might, but I'm going to go for Earth Power. We'll see what happens. If he switches out, that's cool. He's almost in range of Bullet Punch from my Metagross anyway, so I think one more Life Orb hit, or maybe 2. I think 2 ensures it. One more Life Orb hit could work, though. He goes Breloom, though. This guy has some balls right there. I can respect that. We're going to go Landorus T, though, as I can definitely just pivot on him. If he goes for Mach Punch, that's fine as well. I still do have Kyurem at a decent amount of HP, so I can still bring it in, even if he somehow gets a Brox with Chansey. I think Chansey is his rocker, I'm not sure. But he's going to go for Spore. And we're just going to attempt to break this, burn the first needed turn of sleep, the turn that we cannot burn. I got a Skype message. Who's up right now? It's Blunder, and he gave me a winky face. They hit him with a dot. Doesn't even deserve my dot. But Gengar is going to come back out, and what do I want to sack? Mew? Mew looking a little bit sackable. But Mew does deal with Thundurus as well as Breloom to an extent, and can Thunder. I like Landorus though as a pivot, and I like Kyurem, and I feel like Keldeo can just click Secret Sword versus like all of his team. So we're gonna sack Mew and then go Keldeo and click. We're gonna sack Mew and then just go Kyurem. Actually, he's definitely in range of BP. Actually, after his Life Orb hit, I can go out to Metagross and just click BP. So we're gonna go for Will-O-Wisp right here, just in case he randomly switches out, fears a Sucker Punch. I don't even know, but I can definitely just go right out into my Metagross right now and click BP just to knock him out. Nice. Thundurus is more than likely going to come out, which is annoying because it can Thunder Wave me. I guess Chansey could come out too if it wants to and try and Thunder Wave me as well. Breloom wouldn't be the best of plays, neither would Medicham, because I can knock them both out with any move I really want to go for. Well, Medicham, I need to land. Actually, I need to land it versus both of them, but Breloom ends up coming out. Are you Scarf Loom? I'm not sure. I don't trust this thing. I don't want him to go for Force Pump, so I'm actually going to pivot out into my Landorus because I've already burnt the needed Turn of Sleep, so I can attempt to burn another one. Goes for Rock Tomb. I don't know what type of Breloom this is. I really don't. However, I'm going to go for U-Turn regardless because I still have that chance to get that Wake right now. Freaking Blunder, man. How you gonna what are you doing winky faces for? Oh, it's because CBB did something. He wasn't even Scarf Breloom. Me worrying about nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we're going to go for U-Turn one more time. I don't necessarily need Landorus, it was just my sleep fodder versus his team. But we are going to get the absolute max rolls of sleep. I just want to U-Turn, that way I can beat him with BP, man. He goes for Rock Tomb, which is nice because it does less than Bullet Seed would have, as we are able to go right for that U-Turn right there. And Breloom is in range of BP. I'm not going to take damage from a Mach Punch at all. I'm just going to go right for BP and knock him out. So we're able to knock that out. We still do have that pivot between Thundurus to go Kyurem, things like that. So I'm okay with that. I'm definitely good with that. And Metagross can beat his team. If he goes Thundurus, I am sacking. Actually, I'm going to sack my Landorus. If he goes Medicham, I'm sacking Landorus as well. That way I can get the switch into Kyurem and just click Outrage. Because if he fears me to go for a Scarf Ice Beam and doesn't want to risk Thundurus just yet, he would go out into he would go out to Chansey as my Outrage. So we're gonna go out into our Landorus right now. Even though I think Medicham does die. 2 Meteor Mash, could be wrong. If he doesn't have Zen Headbutt or Ice Punch, yeah, basically if he doesn't have an attacking move, he can't knock me out right there. Love my thought process, but I will be able to go right back on to Metagross, live any attack he wants to go for, and I will be able to outspeed him as well. But Meteor Mash has a nice chance of doing a lot. I do not want to get Thunder Waved. I'd rather Kyurem get Thunder Waved, honestly. Do I actually care if Kyurem gets Thunder? This is tricky. Keldeo Oko's Chansey, which is what I want. I should have went for Zen Headbutt. We'll go for BP. I'll let him Thunder Wave me. Because I at least Kyurem can click Outrage versus Chansey, which is something I want. It's more accurate, way more accurate than anything else. And all I gotta do is get off a BP on his Medicham anyway to knock it out with Secret Sword. I believe, I could be wrong. But BP is just my best play anyway because I want to win by clicking Spec Secret Sword. Unfortunately, we get fully paralyzed right there as his high jump kick is not going to be able to knock us out. He shouldn't have Bullet Punch because he has Ice Punch, high jump kick, fake out. Unless he wants to get walled by Venusaur, which walls the majority of his team, he should not have BP. Sigh. But I can go out to Keldeo now and which also walls a lot of his team. If I got off that BP, I click Secret Sword. Now it's a 50-50 because if he goes Chansey, I can lose if I go for Scald. I'm going for Secret Sword, predicting his Chansey. Nice, so we actually end up getting Chansey on the switch in, which is really good for us. We definitely could have lost if I got the wrong move right there. But Medicham is going to come out. I don't think it dies to Scald, honestly. I'm going to sack Kyurem. He's like a game with a smiley face. It's way too early to be smiling at me, bro. I'm a grumpy old man in the morning. Call me Jamvad. We're going to Calc Scald, because if I have to risk Hydro Pump, I'll go for it. Then again, if I go for Scald, it's going to burn anyway, so. Keldeo, I think we already did this calc in one of the lives we did. Maybe a Heat if you Heat alive. I could be wrong. Mega Metachamp. Mega Metachamp. Scald does 85 min. Ooh. 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 Nice. Good game, dude. Good game, man. Alright, I think we're going to end the live right there because I have to be leaving soon for class and I have to render this out. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free, of course, to leave a like, subscribe for more, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.